Professor Dave, are you going to do a year-end review this year? I mean, we're getting
I'm trying. It's hard. It's going. Every year it feels like I'm ripping I feel like I'm doing, like that Ruski up in the Arctic who took out his own appendix. Every year feels that way. This year I'm going to go down dark rabbit holes for which the probability of me being right is way lower than I'm usually comfortable with. So normally I pick on something like the Las Vegas shootings, where it's very sort of offbeat. But by the time I'm done reading about it, I go, I'm dead right, period. The Vegas shootings were not done by Stephen Paddock. They were done totally different. Everything's wrong with it. This year I'm going to be going down what I call my 90-10 rule, where there's a 90% chance 10% of it's right, and a 10% chance 90% of it's right. and so, when you start writing about DEWs and Lahaina fire, some percentage of the story about Lahaina fires is absolutely screwed up. But then
that story don't make no sense, dude. That story.
There's a lot of stuff that's just purely political that makes no sense, like dropping the building codes and removing the insurance policies from the houses, not turning the power off.
Blocking the roads.
They claim they turned the power off. That's the problem.
I don't think they did.
The power company claims they turned off 6 hours before the fire started.
And did you see that one house that didn't burn down? It was like one house with like a blue roof that was like perfect.
Some of the blue roof stories I think are fake. But there are stories of the cops blocking the road so you couldn't get out of Lahaina, the sending the kids home. And so remember how many kids supposedly died?
A bunch, they said, huh?
Huge numbers, right? USA Today had 967 kids missing, something like that. Man. And then you go to Wikipedia.
And then The Rock and Oprah are begging for money. It's like two billionaires. And then they took some heat for that. You know what I'm saying? Like 2 billionaires begging us for money. Like, man, y'all, you know what I'm saying? Like, y'all give them money.
Also, they own land right there. So they're going to be scooping it up.
Oh, yeah. And their properties just happened to not get burned. It was coincidence, I'm sure.
And eviction notices appeared within about a week and a half.
Yeah.
Things like that. So the whole story's fucked.
My mom's been to that
where
area
the fire
too.
come from. Where'd the fire come from? And that's where you get into the DEWs.
Well,
are those weird fires. Now we're getting into low probability, fascinating if true stories.
This would be my take on it, that the official story, I don't know what happened, man. I wasn't there. I'm not a scientist. I'm not, but the official story is not what happened. And that's for everybody else to go figure out.